If again you were just mine, the sun for me would always shine. Though fate has ruled that we must part, you're still the keeper of my heart. This chart has one of the niftiest chord sequence in this whole collection. It is in the key of F, and Eldon starts with a regular old F bar chord just by kind of a interjection here. In all of these charts, except for this one, where trying to play the sixth chord like he does in other charts, you'd have to have an open string. So he just plays a regular old bar chord F at the first fret. He did an instructional video in the same general era, and in that one he always used just that plain old triad bar form. He didn't use the sixth chord for any of the one chords, and in this one he doesn't use that bar shape for one chord, downbeat one chord as I'd call it, for any of the tunes except this. And I don't know what the explanation for that is. It's not like he suddenly learned how to play a sixth chord or anything like that. Most of the time you'll see Eldon on this move play the second chord as the 2 minor 7 chord, G minor 7th in this case. In this case he indicates C ninth, and interestingly he has the chart has both the C root note and the alternate bass note, the 5th G, indicated. He has them both with dots on the little chord diagram he did. And I think he did in fact play a bunch of chords using one finger to play the same fret on adjacent strings, and that is a thing. I remember Eric Johnson on his instructional video a number of years back said he did that also. I can't do it very well, and so I'm just playing it C ninth with the G on the bottom. If today you were just mine, the A flat or G sharp diminished chord being used as a chromatic passing chord between the F with the A in the bass, chromatic passing chord diminished to the 2 minor 7th chord, and just a regular 2 5. Now here comes the neat part. It goes like this. The sun for me would always shine. What he is doing there, the chart indicates G minor 2 chord, played as a plain triad rather than 2 minor 7. B flat augmented, G minor 7th, C ninth. So you get this nice bass line. But you might be wondering, what in the heck is that B flat augmented chord doing in there? What this little line is just like playing a G minor chord with a descending bass line. G flat or F sharp, G minor with F sharp or G flat in the bass, F minor 7th, you got your flat 7 in the bass, and then ending on C ninth, or you could call that F G minor 6, like the Beatles use on Michelle, and however it ends. So looking at this, we've got our G minor, fine. Now this is in fact, next chord down, most people would call that grip either a B flat augmented, or you could name it after that bass note, call it a G flat augmented, either one. But what it really is, these notes here, those two notes in the middle are two of the notes of a G minor chord. Your B flat, the third of the chord, flat third of the chord, and the D, the fifth of a G minor seventh chord. The F sharps would be major seventh as to a G minor chord. So you could really think of this as being a G minor chord with a major seventh. The G minor seventh chord called for at the 6th fret there looks just like a B flat chord, the inner 4 strings, and those are in fact notes of a G minor seventh chord. They just don't have a G in there. And so what you sort of functionally have is G minor with a major seventh, G minor seventh, and then that chord there could be a G minor 6 or more logically a C ninth. Then he's back to the 1 chord, which he plays as a 6th chord with the 5th in the bass. That's like a C6 chord here, except you're playing the 5th of the chord in the bass. Then he calls that a B flat 6th chord, and indeed that's exactly what that looks like. I think functionally it is more like a G minor 7th. G minor 7th and B flat 6 have exactly the same notes in them. You could figure it either way. So F6 with the 3rd in the bass, C7th with the 5th in the bass. So playing the whole thing here. If today you were just mine, the sun for me would always shine. Though fate has ruled that we must part, you're still the keeper of my heart. Hi, I'm Leon Grizzard. If my videos are helpful to you, I ask that you show your appreciation by making a contribution in honor of Eldon Shamblin to the Health Alliance for Austin Musicians, HAM, which provides access to affordable health care for low-income working musicians in the Austin area. I don't make any money on these videos, and so if you want to thank me, help the musicians of Austin. Thank you. The link is below.